Hi everybody, Zach here and welcome back to the channel. And today in this video I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I'm holding my SHIB until 2025 or beyond. And before we get there, I'm going to just talk about the overall market, where we are. And in this video we're going to go over the 3 main reasons and provide analysis around each one of those reasons. And also discuss something else that happened on Twitter that I hit on in my video yesterday. So we're going to get into some of Shytoshi's tweets and talk about that, and that's kind of wrapped up into one of the reasons why I'm invested in them in the long term. So let's take a look at the CoinMarketCap rankings right now. We're pretty flat in the overall market. The global crypto market cap is 1.37 trillion, just slightly green, less than 0.5% here. Bitcoin just above 32.5 and Ethereum just above 2,000 here. Interestingly enough, Cardano has not really come back yet. Still at $1.32. I think this is a great price for Cardano for those of you interested in getting into ADA. And let me scroll down here. Let's take a look at where SHIB is. And we're just below that 08 level. So right now we're at 07898. You can see right here. And for SHIB, I've said this a few times, but let me just address this in terms of when I would add on to my position right now, because I'm pretty comfortable with the 65 million tokens I have with SHIB. However, I would be adding if we get down to the 06 level. If we somehow got down to that 06 level, that's when I would be adding on to my position, and then really adding on down at the 05 level. If you remember, we've had a few times in the past month or so where it's dropped as low as it got was right around that 055 level. That's where I'd be looking to load the boat, as they say. But right above that at that 06 level, I would be adding on to my position, because in doing so, I'd be lowering my average cost down per token. So that's something you always want to kind of consider. Know where you want to add on to, so it's a little bit easier to watch those levels that you want to, make some decisions on. So, okay, so reason number 1, we're going to just hop into these reasons now that we did a little brief overview of the overall market. Reason number 1 why I am staying invested for a long time, it's ShibaSwap. All right, so ShibaSwap is closing in on 1.5 billion. Right now we're at 1.43 billion total value locked. This is crazy how quick this has happened in just a couple days, right? You look at Uniswap or SushiSwap and you compare those two in terms of how quick ShibaSwap got value locked up. It doesn't even compare. Right, you'd have to go out a couple years to see similar gains in some of these other dexes, and this is one of the big reasons why I'm staying invested for the long term. For me, I don't know if I'll always keep all my money in the swap. I like having some control of the money outside of the swap. I hold most of my SHIB over in crypto.com, and I think that's totally okay. That's a personal decision, right? If you want to acquire, obviously, the rewards through staking, by all means, use ShibaSwap, and a lot of people are doing that, right? But you can also stake elsewhere. You can stake over on Crypto.com. You can stake, I know, on Binance. One of our listeners, Discord members, said that they're actually earning 18% by staking over on Binance. And speaking of staking, that's one of the areas we're still waiting for, to hear how much APY we'll be getting if we stake, okay, using ShibaSwap. And this information should come out close to next week. Of course, the 14-day liquidity event will be done on the 20th, same date that Shiba Inu is going to be throwing a virtual party, by the way, the end of that 14-day period. But it'll be really interesting to see how the APY here on ShibaSwap.com matches some of the other APY around the industry, whether it be Crypto.com or Binance. So that'll be something I'll be watching closely, and it'll definitely it'll help inform, me and make my decision a little bit easier than to see what I want to do with all of my Shiba Inu tokens, whether it be stake some, stake the majority, or what have you. And I still haven't said what I'm doing on that front, but I will in a future video. Okay. So as you can see, the prices right now, there's SHIB price, as we mentioned, 078, leash at 2,489, bone at $4.66. Really nice time to get into bone, really. So that's reason number 1. This kind of solidified the project for me, speaking of ShibaSwap. I never thought it was going to be a huge catalyst in the short term, because a lot of people just moving over to the ShibaSwap were current investors. I did think current investors would add more onto their positions, but that didn't happen as much, but I'm okay with that. All right, so reason number 2, and this is just another article speaking about ShibaSwap locking up as much as they did. It says the DEX ShibaSwap is similar to DEX applications like Uni, Sushi, and PancakeSwap. If you look at this, the 2-week stats, this was interesting. It's up over 18.8% in the 30-day, okay? So I forgot I had this article in there. This goes along with ShibaSwap, okay. Reason number 2 is we have 3 major exchanges, I think, going to add SHIB that could really add to the ecosystem. Coinbase Pro is the one we know for sure is adding Shiba Inu, as far as we know. I mean, we got information back on June 16th that they were experiencing technical difficulties and that they would be delaying the launch of SHIB. We're coming up on a month. It'll be a month next Wednesday. I do think we're going to hear something before next Wednesday as it relates to Shiba Inu. This sort of thing is normal. We did get a similar situation with Solana as they were experiencing technical issues before their launch on Coinbase. I think the Coinbase launch will be massive. You've got 50 million active users. A lot of people are going to jump into Shiba Inu when they see that price, especially if they can take quizzes and earn free crypto. Man, I think it's going to be big. The other is eToro. Okay, I think eToro's got right around 20 million active users. They've already said that they're working on adding SHIB. It hasn't given any timeline. They haven't given any exact timeline, but I do think in due time they will add the asset as well. And eToro is the #1 exchange down in Mexico. I'm here in the United States, so that could reach a whole nother population to the masses, right, with eToro. The third one is Robinhood, and I don't have that up here. I'm just going to keep Coinbase Pro up here because that's the one we know is happening. But Robinhood is one that's interesting because it kind of speaks to the type of investors that would invest in Shiba Inu, in my opinion, right? You look at Dogecoin and AMC and GME and the meme stock, and we're really in that era right now. And most of it has taken place over on Robinhood. So, man, I think Robinhood would be an enormous addition if they started adding more crypto and they added Shiba Inu as one of those. You know, Robinhood's filing for their IPO really soon here. In fact, they may have already done that. And when they do that, I think they're going to turn their attention to adding crypto wallet and then adding more crypto assets. I truly believe that, and I think SHIB's going to be one that will definitely be heard by the Robinhood support team, if anything else, and I think they'll eventually add the asset. All right, so reason number 3 why I like Shiba Inu and holding it for the long term is the dev team has finally spoke out more. This was one of my big knocks on them early on, that we didn't hear enough from Shytoshi and company, but I think over the last few weeks and really over the last month or so, I think we're starting to hear a lot more from them. So Shytoshi kind of had this, battle yesterday on Twitter with somebody who was trying to spread FUD or, kind of calling out ShibaSwap. And here he is kind of still firing back at this person. After posting a FUD article on ShibaSwap, here's the same author having an upcoming Twitter spaces to discuss exactly what we are, a decentralized swap. So he scrolls down, or you can scroll down here. And for anyone saying we aren't decentralized, we are the only team that was built from nothing with no budget. We aren't even a corporation. We have a decentralized experiment that was proven to be a success. I just like how he's jumping in here and explaining what it is that their vision was, whereas before he was very kind of in the background and you didn't hear as much from him. I'll fully crush the FUD in my next Medium article, but we are staying focused on what must be done to continue our powerful and historic launch. Stand strong, Shiba Army, and congratulations. And even in the last video that Coin Bureau put out on Shiba Inu, which I think is another just positive catalyst as a standalone, he discussed how the dev team, kind of originated the project. I liked seeing that. I mean, I learned a lot from that video. If you haven't checked out the one by Coin Bureau, it's about a 20-minute video. Head over there and check it out. It's really, really good. I did a response to it. You could find that on my channel somewhere if you just want to watch that. I think it's that one. That one's like 10 minutes. But really liked hearing, kind of how this whole project came to be. And I think Shytoshi's done a much better job, and the dev team, speaking out front on issues. Now, one thing we're waiting for, and those are the big 3 reasons, right? So it's dev team, speaking up more. It's the 3 exchanges that are coming soon. And then it's the ShibaSwap, right? That's more of a long-term, solidifies the project catalyst. ShibaSwap, though, is still going through the audit. So no assessment has been done yet. We're still in the onboarding process. So it's still in progress, under assessment by experts. we're really waiting for this news. I know I am. This will definitely solidify ShibaSwap even more once Certic finishes their onboarding process. So hopefully you got some value out of this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. And then also, if you want to come over and join a private community, we've got the supporter level, insider level. This is our Patreon/Discord group. And in the insider package, you're going to see buy and sell trade alerts. We've already created a portfolio for our insider members, and you're going to have a voice in what assets get added to that portfolio each and every month. We're going to add new assets to it or add on to current positions, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're having some great conversations over there. I'm learning from a ton of others. I'm already hearing from some of my Discord members that, our Discord is different. We're all helping each other. We've got some great conversations going. Everybody's super helpful. So if you have questions, it's the best place to go to get those questions answered, whether it be about Shiba Inu or other assets. So we'd love to have you over there. And let me know if you have any questions about that. All right, give it a thumbs up if you got some value. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.